Consumer inflation figures released by the Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics, better known as the IBGE, revealed that inflation is the highest it's been since 2004. At a rate of 6.5% in 2011, which is the upper limit for the government's inflation rate, last year's consumer inflation was higher than 2010, when inflation reached 5.9%. But last year's figure wasn't as high as 2004, which experienced an inflation rate of 7.6%. The announcement came at the same time that Brazil's GDP growth for 2012 was downgraded due to the Eurozone debt crisis. It's now expected that the Brazilian economy will only expand 3% this year, but acting Brazilian Finance Minister Nelson Barbosa is optimistic that prices will fall in the coming year.
We hope that this downward trend towards the government's inflation target will continue and see inflation in 2012 fall below 5%. Food prices have already begun to decrease, with a fall compared to 2010, and this deceleration should continue. And prices for services, with a stable jobless rate, should remain stable.
Inflation has been on a downward trend here in Brazil. Even though a 6.5% inflation rate was the ceiling rate set out by the central bank for 2011, it was still lower than the third quarter, which saw inflation go as high as 7.3%. Had inflation continued above 6.5%, that would have reflected poorly on President Dilma Rousseff's administration, which just completed its first year. Sheena Rossiter, Press TV, Sao Paulo.